Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Broad Motherfucking Topics. I'm your host, Kim Congdon, here with my co-host,
Alex Scarlato. Hi, Kimmy.
Hi, baby girl.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, dearie.
Merry Christmas. It's not New Year yet. It's the in between. It's the taint of the holidays right now, technically.
I think this episode is airing on New Year's Eve night.
Whoa. So technically, right now, as you're listening to this, our listeners, it is the last night of 2020. Isn't that beautiful? Are we all so excited to get past 2020, or is it just me?
Like, in theory, yes, but I'm like, whenever I hear that, I'm concerned, not to be a negative Nancy, that 2021 is not going to be much better, you know?
No. That's not where I'm going with it. Sorry. 2021 is about to be it.
Okay, I feel that.
2021, listen, if you're listening right now, don't listen to Alex. She was wrong. She's always right, but this time she was wrong. 2021, we are going to be, this is your Broad Topics mantra. 2021, we're going to have money, all the drugs we want, all the bitches, all the sex. We're going to have orgasms, money, and
good vibes.
Okay. And
I want cake, I want cookies, I want dessert in 2020.
All while not gaining any weight.
Yes. I want clear skin, despite staying up until all hours of the night and sleeping like 3 hours a night. That's my 2021.
2021 is clear skin, money, orgasms, good food.
The way I'm going to become
your body goals being real. Whatever you imagine your body to be, that's what it's going to be in 2021. Isn't that crazy? That's a possibility. Whatever you want, it's going to be in 2021. And guess why? It's because Kim Congdon is putting it into your life right now. If you're listening to this, close your eyes. Follow me and Alex. Listen, 2021 is going to be incredible. I almost said 2021, which is way long from now. And you guys would have had to wait so fucking long to have a good life. But you know what? I meant in January.
I hope one of our listeners wakes up on New Year's Day and comes their pants after listening to this and is like, holy shit, Kim was right. It's all just orgasms and dessert.
Yes. Yep. That's going to happen. I'm so excited. I can't wait for it to be done. I could not wait to get through Christmas.
How was it? How was your Christmas?
I bought every single person in my family something from Goodwill.
I mean,
and they legitimately liked all my gifts more than they have like any other year.
That's good. It's funny.
Upsetting.
It's funny that they call it Goodwill, but then when you buy gifts from there, everybody's like, ugh.
Yeah, people will shop at Goodwill all year round until you make it their birthday present. Then suddenly they want to act brand new. I'm like, this is where y'all shop. What do you want? I've gotten such good shit. Not in the stuff in LA because the people in LA know to come find it at Goodwill. But like back home in my small ass town where like nobody knows like what brands of like, you know, there are brands that are so old that they're back now. You know what I mean? And like people in my town probably think Levi's aren't good.
Right.
Because they're like, it's all about PacSun. And it's like, no, I'll take your Levi's. You know what I mean?
I mean, I do. I'm just envious that you have any time in your life to go thrift shopping. Like the way that I'm so far away from having an hour to go thrift shopping.
Yeah, well, you have a job. Yeah. Well, that's the trade-off, I guess.
I guess so.
I'm thrifting because that's the gifts I have to give for my family because I haven't had a fucking writing job in a year.
I mean, it seems nice to be like rich in time to thrift, you know?
I am rich in time to thrift. It's true.
That sounds nice.
Yeah.
I got my parents an Omigo bidet for Christmas, and it was basically the only gift that I bought. And the way that I thought that I was like a shitty daughter for really only getting one gift this year, and it's like a joint gift for the two of them, and it's for their assholes. I was like, this is really bad. And the way that they were so happy and loved it really made my Christmas.
Of course they did.
They were shocked.
Their little Santa baby got them something.
Their little elf brought them something for their buttholes.
It's so funny that you got your parents a bidet.
Yeah.
What'd you get your dad for Christmas? A clean ass?
I got him a clean shitter, brah. What'd you get your dad?
Shitter. You could eat a plate of cereal off my dad's asshole. That's what I got him for Christmas.
So clean. So clean you could eat off it.
Your mom and dad spend a lot more time in their bedroom now, where they can't stop eating each other's asses.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going down there. You know, that's a Christmas present for them.
It's true.
Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad. Go to town.
Go to town on each other. Merry Christmas, Mom and Dad. Go to town on each other.
I got you a bidet, some sex toys, a couple of condoms. We wouldn't want another one of me at this point, would we?
God.
They're in their fucking 70s.
What would you do if your parents had a baby right now? Would you be so excited?
Mother is in her 60s. I would be confused.
My mother is in her 50s, and I think she wants to have a baby.
Your mom is still fertile. She's still.
No, I think she wants a surrogate a baby.
See, that's a lot of effort for another baby when you're in your 50s, you know?
She offered to pay me.
No, she didn't.
So I have a job now, and I'm pregnant.
Hold on.
Yes, this bitch offered for me to be her surrogate, but the pay was too low.
The way that you and your mother would literally divorce one another over who gets to keep this baby is unreal. I can't. It's a movie.
I know. I would be so attached to my sibling, it would be a problem.
I mean, you would be convinced that your sibling is your baby. It would just be so much drama. I'm going to say that if your mom needs a surrogate, they should almost never pick the daughter. That's just too much.
It's
too
kind
much
of
drama.
cruel. It's almost better for the mother to be a surrogate for a daughter.
Asking your daughter to like have the first child that she carries just be yours is
that's so fucked up. The first thing I thought of was literally, I was like, I'm not gonna be fat and without a baby.
I mean, that's such a bad deal for you. I can't even describe it.
You want to know how much she offered me?
Please.
60 grand. I said, girl, I'll go to Kinko's and work full time and not have a baby. I'll go be a manager at Kinko's.
How much?
I have no idea what 60 grand gets you at a job or what that. I don't know what a manager at Kinko's makes, but I'm assuming it's like 60 grand a year.
Kim, you think you could just walk in and be manager at Kinko's? I mean, there are levels there. You can work your way up.
Bobby said 60 grand a year is a postal job. I would rather have a postal job than be pregnant with someone else's child.
Would you do it for less for a stranger? Like the less weirdness? Yeah, like.
No. I'm saying my minimum to be pregnant for 9 months with someone else's child would have to be like 150.
150 is pretty good. That's 9 months of your life though. So like you have to think of it as like.
Well, like then I think about it. It's like after that 9 months, I could just buy a house.
With 150 grand?
Yeah, you can buy a house with 100. You can't buy it in full, but you can put a down payment on a house and pay rent on it for years and years.
Not in New York.
Yeah, bitch. Well, that's not what I'm talking about.
Damn.
I mean, LA, where rent is $100 cheaper a month.
If I want a house in New York, I better be having a celebrities baby.
Yeah, no, I mean, you could get a house. I feel like you could get a house in LA for like 7 or 8. Yeah, it's going to be 800 square feet, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would ever surrogate for anybody.
Oh, absolutely
ever.
Not. I would not, especially not my mom.
Yeah, no, especially not my mom.
It would be funny though if I asked her for half up front and then dipped out with the baby midway.
That would be pretty cool, but then you also have to cut all ties to your family and like start a new life, kind of.
Worth it.
the way that if my parents, like if somehow my parents were able to have another baby right now and they did, the way that I would throw a temper tantrum like a fucking 6-year-old. Absolutely not. It's too late in the game. I'm about to be 28 years old. You can't have, if I think like even, I remember when I was in elementary school, there was a kid whose mom was having another baby when we were like 14. Mm-hmm. And I thought that was weird for him. Like, once you're like 14, 15, your parents having another baby, just weird. Like, you could now have a baby. I can't imagine
if my mom does have a baby, and she does like have a surrogate and has a baby, I'll just be, how disgusting is this? I'm going to be a 30-year-old big sister.
Oh no.
Like, how disgusting.
I hate that.
Like when the kid is 10 and he has his friends over and there's this 40-year-old bitch there, they're like, who's that? And he goes, that's my sister. They're gonna be like, ew. I remember my friend growing up in high school had an older brother who was 50 and I was disgusted. I was absolutely sickened. I don't know why. I don't know how. And I don't know why this judgment came, but it was worse than incest to me. I would rather hear that your uncle was your dad.
It's fucking grotesque, and I don't know why. I completely agree with you. If you're like older than like, I mean, especially if you're past mid-20s and you have a newborn baby sibling, you should kill yourself.
It's embarrassing. It means your mom just such a cum slut. She could not become a Cayman and not have a baby. I mean,
I would take it personally. It's like, you've had me around for 28 years and you've always just been like on the wire about whether I'm good enough. Like, we'll decide at some later date whether we should have another one. It's not cool.
Oh, yeah. My friend, I remember when she introduced me to her we were in high school. So we were probably 15. And she introduced me to her. She was like, oh, yeah. Oh, was it her brother? Yeah, it was her brother. She was like, that's my brother. And I was like, that's your grandpa, girl. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I'm sorry, your brother's your grandpa.
In my mind, it's like somebody could say, oh, like, I have a brother. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then they're like, he's 28 years older than me. And I'm like, that's not a brother. Like, I don't
that's
care.
That's not your brother. That's your uncle. That's your grandpa uncle.
I don't care what the relation is, like, through blood. It's literally just not a brother anymore. You can't say, like, oh, I have a brother. Like, no, you guys didn't, like, sit in the back seat together on long car rides. Like,
and let's say she has a baby next year, and then I have a baby the year after that. That means my son or daughter will be that baby's.
Yeah, your sister's kid would have an
uncle.
Your sister's kid would have an aunt or an uncle who's younger than them by a few years.
No, I'm not. That's not the kind of family I want to raise.
So, like, yeah, your cute little baby nephew. The new baby would be the same relation to your nephew that you are. You're your nephew's aunt, and the baby would be the nephew's aunt.
No, absolutely. It's not happening. It's not happening.
When did your mom...
I don't want to be a 30-year-old sister.
When did your mom spring on you that she wants to have another baby?
She doesn't want to. She's just... the thought popped into her head that maybe she wanted to. And I was like, okay.
I can't believe that this has come up.
I could not imagine having... her youngest daughter just turned 19. I couldn't imagine waiting all those years for the youngest one just to be old enough to be an adult and then wanting another.
No, your mom is bored. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, well, she could join a tennis club. Like, can't make me a 30-year-old sister. I'm sorry. Don't do that to me.
It's disgusting. What's going on with your little thumb?
See how nicely it's healed?
Yeah, that was from months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a bad cut. It was from Thanksgiving.
When I see my own blood, I get nauseous and almost faint.
Same.
I don't know how you handle that.
I get dizzy and my throat opens up.
That's slutty. Like, I'm just the perfect rape victim. Every time I cut myself, I get really dizzy. I kind of lose consciousness, and my throat and my anus both open up real wide.
Yeah, it was. I guess it is slutty that my throat opens for blood.
What does that mean? Why does your throat open?
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
For
you know when it's so funny? The first time I was ever nauseous, I didn't know the word for it. And you want to hear how I described it to my mom?
I do.
It's the stupidest explanation. Remember sitting in the back of the car and I was like, Mom, all right, it feels like in my stomach, someone put like a VCR on top of a stereo, on top of a boombox, on top of a thing, and it's all going all the way up my throat. And they stack things in there.
And she was like, honey, you're nauseous?
Yes.
I remember I had a similar thing when I was embarrassed for the first time. I remember looking up at my mom and her going, what's wrong? And me going, I feel weird. Mm-hmm. And her going, oh, I think you're embarrassed, like based on what had just happened. Yeah. I was like, I feel weird.
You didn't know what it was.
No.
So funny. So weird that I had to. Would you know if you had a daughter and she described the stacking of the stereos and VCRs in her body until it reached her throat and almost came out, that would be nauseousness?
No. Because I'm thinking,
when I think about it, it makes perfect sense to me still. It's exactly what it feels like to be nauseous. Like too many things are stacked into your body and it's coming like.
But why are they like speakers and stereos? Like, why are they radios and VCRs? Like, I'm confused.
I think the shape of them filled the cavity of a body well.
Okay. You're picturing, okay. Because when you said that, I was like imagining like a tummy rumbling as if a radio were playing in your stomach.
Wow. No.
You know what I mean? You can imagine how that would feel if there was a radio in your stomach and somebody put it on like high volume. I think that's what I would picture if my daughter said that to me, and I would take her to the fucking hospital.
My mom was like, you'll be fine. Take a Tums.
Were you, was your mom a big, like, let's not go to the emergency room until it's absolutely fucking necessary?
Nope. My mom was like, we're going to the emergency room for anything that happens.
My parents.
I'm a hypochondriac. Do you think I didn't get it from somewhere?
That's fair. My parents, like with health things, they would always run to the emergency room, but with injury things, they would always wait a day to make sure it still hurt tomorrow. And the way that like 3 times in my life, I broke my arm and went to bed with it broken overnight. And the next day was like, can you please take me to the emergency room?
No.
Yeah.
I broke my first bone in jiu-jitsu a few months ago.
That was your first bone breaking injury?
That was my first one. That's why I was so upset and offended.
That shocks me because I picture you being like a really rowdy, rambunctious child, like jumping on things and like sliding down hills and shit. Yeah.
I was. I just never got hurt.
That's really lucky. I got hurt so many times. I broke my arm the same week of the year, like 3 years in a row, and it was over Christmas break. So I kept like, Kim, what's happening?
I was trying to get that one piece of, hold on, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Light off my face, and then I made it pitch black, and I was trying to listen to your story while I was in the pitch black still. It just wasn't working. So you know what? I'm gonna just fully open these. Hold on. Sorry, everyone on the pod. We're breaking the fourth wall a little.
Yeah, Kim just needs to open the windows in her studio. Her side of the studio needs a little more light.
Me at Gas Digital needs more light.
But yeah, I broke my arm the same week, like 3 years in a row, and kept coming back to school after winter break with a broken arm. And the school called my parents to like talk to them about it because it definitely looked like they were fucking beating me every spring break.
They were like, you hit your child and we know.
They were like, how come every spring break she has a broken arm? Like, we need to it's 3 years in a row. We should discuss this. And
your
they were like,
have a spring break tradition of breaking your arm every spring break.
Happy spring break.
That's what they thought the break in spring was.
Yeah. Here's your spring break.
Dude, I'm excited. I'm excited. Christmas is over. I bought Goodwill gifts.
When I tell you, I became so merry and jolly and fully in the holiday spirit at about 10 p.m. on Christmas night, and I had 2 hours to enjoy Christmas before it was over.
I tried to get into it.
I had family over. It was really nice. I had my little cousins came over, which was adorable. My little cousin, who's 9, has been making these bracelets and selling them for $1 a piece and then donating the money to kids with cancer.
That's really cute.
I bought 15.
That's really cute.
Right? So yeah, it was just really nice getting to see the family, and I was all happy and merry and jolly about it. And then they all went home.
Did you tell your cousin that her measly $25 is going to do nothing in the medical industry?
Well, I didn't have the heart to break that to her, but she did raise $149 last month and sent it off to cancer, which in my mind
that just pays for the Jello in the hospital one day.
Well, she's 9. I mean, imagine having $150 in your hand when you're 9 and just deciding to give it away. Like, that's really sweet.
That's so sweet. She's an angel.
Sweet. Oh, yeah. But other than that, Christmas was kind of uneventful. I had a weird night. I went over to my boyfriend's place like after Christmas.
Right.
And we were kind of anticipating his family to like still be up and about, but they weren't. And the way that I ended up, first of all, I brought a robe over. I'm getting very comfortable.
Okay.
I brought a red velvet robe over.
Oh, she did. Okay.
I slipped into my robe on Christmas night.
Okay.
I went up to the attic where my boyfriend, his 2 sisters, and 3 of his female cousins were. Mm-hmm. And I watched cartoons with them in my little robe, and he like wasn't tired. I was exhausted and he just wasn't tired. So he like went out to smoke with friends, and it was just me and like 7 female members of his family watching movies. The way that I was in a robe, the whole thing was weird.
Were you the only one in the robe?
The only one in a robe. The only one not related to the family. And the comfort I felt, I can't even tell you. I felt like a child just watching, I think we were watching The Corpse Bride. Weird Christmas choice, but it was so comfortable. I fell asleep like a baby.
Oh my God.
I slept in the attic with his sisters and cousins.
Oh my, you slept in an attic?
Yeah.
Wow. Holy shit.
It's a nice attic.
I didn't know people slept in attics. I thought that was just in movies.
Sister, have you ever heard of a finished attic? Because I've only heard of them, never seen one before, but it's a nice attic.
Yeah, but it was a dead meth head.
Finished attic.
Oh, sometimes I think that quarantine took it away, then something like that comes out and I go, I'm back, baby.
I'm back. I've never left.
I'm back. Oh, well, it's my own hair. That's what I say every time I get a good bit.
God damn it. My favorite thing from that night was when you leaving the casino that Justin Timberlake was playing at, going, I'm bringing $227 back.
Yeah. And every time if I won like $20, I'm bringing $247 back. Everybody's like, we get it. You made $20.
We get it. You made a little money and Justin Timberlake is here.
I spent zero. This is a gift too. Oh, my mom got me this furry keychain.
Why did I think it was a skull?
I don't know. It's a very furry skull. The way that I spent literally $40 on 6 members of my family for Christmas and $700 gambling back home is actually fucking insane.
I feel like I'm watching you become a gambling addict before my eyes.
The only reason I have this virtual background on is because I live in a park now. I have no home, no friends. I have nothing. I eat wood chips off the trees. It's not good.
Are you getting better at poker? Like, do you think you could give Harrington a run for his money? Because
Yes.
that's what I really want to see.
Yes. Let's do a poker game. I want to visit, and let's do a poker game.
Yeah, I think you need to visit.
Not me pulling up flights in the middle of the podcast. Okay, I'll put that. Oh, I'm professional.
Honestly, can we pause the show and just get Kim a flight real quick?
Will Gas buy me a flight? Some episodes.
What is that noise? Is somebody gassing you? It's gone now. Damn it. Did you guys hear that?
My computer is making a loud sound right now.
But like now I don't hear it.
Oh, you don't?
No, it's all right.
Oh, it's really running. Yeah, can Gas fly me out is what I'm saying. Who at Gas do I gotta blow for a flight?
Don't say that too loud. Seriously.
Bobby raised his hand. He's a pervert now. Remember when he wasn't? Where's Tanya? Someone clip this. I'm telling her. And I'm going to blackmail Bobby for a flight without a blowjob now. That's how you get a free flight, girl.
Can I tell you, there are some hot hoes in the studio who rubbed me the wrong way with the way they were talking to my dear sweet Eric when I walked in.
Oh, no.
The way that these women want to gang rape the boy is bothersome to me.
I get it. Listen, I don't want to stir up any trouble over there at Gas, but Eric
has a gnarly black eye right now. It's like
something about Eric. There's something about Eric.
There's just something about Eric. I wasn't going to say that part, Frank. Yeah, he's got a black eye from Lewis.
Well, I don't know how I hit my tooth. He is so hot. Remember when remember we had a slumber party at the Hype House?
The last time I saw you, yeah.
I mean, the way I wanted to hang out with Eric as a friend.
Eric was trying to go to bed, and the way that Kim was like, I left something else in your room. Can you please just open up the door and let me in for like 5 seconds?
I really did leave something in there.
The way that I leave something in there every time I sleep over.
He had the best room. It's the biggest room. It was the cleanest room. He had the nicest stuff. His bed was so comfy. He let me lay in his bed. We had ice cream. He's so hot. I mean, I don't know what else to say. He's murdered like 18,000 people. He's so fucking hot. He's a killer. He's hot. I love killers. He
let us lay in his bed like it was our own. We laid in his bed and ate ice cream. It was the only room in the apartment with proper air conditioning.
And no asbestos. Like the rest of the apartment, I hate to say it, these guys, they're suffering.
I mean, Kim, they're trying as best as they can.
Listen, their lungs are filled with mold. They're not okay over there.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this. Okay, last week on Tuesday night, I'm here till the middle of the night recording Godfrey's show. And in like the afternoon on Tuesday, Harrington hits me up and he's like, hey, do you think I could catch a ride back to your house tonight? I have a flight from LaGuardia at 6 a.m, and I was thinking it'd be easier to jog to the airport from your house.
Jog to the airport? No.
That's what he said. He said,
no, he didn't say jog. Harrington wouldn't jog to the. Was he going to jog with his bag to the airport?
With his bags with all his Christmas stuff to go back to his parents' house, and he's like, yeah, just do me a favor and just look up like the walking distance on Google Maps from your house.
What was it?
It was 7.8 miles. And so I told him, I was like, yeah, you can catch a ride home with me, but it's going to be like an 8-mile jog to the airport at 3 a.m. And he was like, yeah, awesome. That sounds great.
Alex, did he jog to the airport?
No, I got him an Uber to the airport as a Christmas present because I couldn't let it happen, but I did let him think that he was going to jog to the airport until 4 a.m.
The best part is that you let him think it, hands down.
Yeah. Isn't that just great? It's just
it's incredible.
It's just classic Harrington.
It's so funny. I think Harrington's probably the only person in the entire planet on Earth of any other human being who's ever existed who has ever said, "Can I get a ride to your house so I could jog to the airport?" No one has ever jogged to the airport. Maybe people have walked. No one has ever jogged to the airport.
Dude, for a 6 a.m. flight,
Can you look up on your phone right now how long it takes to get to the airport from walking to your house, like minute wise?
I looked it up because it was on the Google Maps thing. Walking wise, it said like
2 hours.
2 hours and 45 minutes.
Who would ever do that?
I mean, it was crazy.
It's insane.
It was crazy. I like Harrington's getting his life together now, but I like when some of the old Mike peeks through and just shows me that he's still there.
Yeah, I love that. Shit. Fuck. I think the longest I'll walk anywhere, and that's if I'm feeling 2 hours and 30 minutes. Wow. If I'm feeling like good, the longest I'll walk is an hour. And that's like 30 minutes there, 30 minutes back. That's
on a nice day with beautiful weather while the sun is still shining.
This was 3 a.m. in the winter in New York.
It was 3 a.m. 3 days before Christmas in New York.
That's absolutely insane. Is he okay?
Like, he's fine. I got him an Uber, but I think he would have died all the way. Also, this was like, he wasn't taking into consideration like the terrain. Like, I don't know how uphill it was.
Did he have a suitcase yet?
He had a duffel bag and a backpack. He had luggage.
I don't even want to walk through the airport with my luggage.
No. I'm upset that they don't have a service to, they should give you like little rollies at the airport that everything could roll all together on one thing. Like the bell thingies at a hotel. Yeah.
Oh, they should just make something for no reason, for no benefit to them, just to help us.
Yeah.
It would never happen.
Also, it'd be nice if you could make it like a little airport sled so that I want to sit down and drive my own luggage around the airport.
Bobby Hutch said, imagine sitting next to a man that just jogged 7 miles to the airport.
On like a 3-hour flight.
No, he just stinks. He smells like sweat. Like you could smell his balls.
Harrington wanted to present the absolute worst possible version of himself to the other people Christmas. On the flight.
He just gets home for Christmas. This is a bad way to start Christmas break. Francis said, please tell me he forwarded the 20 I Venmo'd him for an Uber.
He did. But
Harrington, what a good man. Good man.
I'm pretty sure, Frank, you paid for his Uber back to the airport, and I paid for his Uber to the airport.
I love that. Teamwork makes the dream work. Look at that.
Yeah,
it takes a village to raise a Harrington.
I couldn't let some poor stranger fucking take their life because they picked the wrong seat on an airplane. Like, I can't have that on my conscience.
I was on a flight recently. You know what makes me feel fucked up? I was on a flight actually literally yesterday. And it makes me feel fucked up when I'm attracted to a guy with a mask on. I'm like, am I so horny that I don't even need a complete face?
Yeah, like you don't even know if he has lips or not.
He could have no nose or mouth at all. It could be just skin.
Honestly, right now is the time to have a major deformity in your mouth.
It's honestly been a great year because I haven't gotten my nose job yet, and I haven't felt so worried about it all year.
Because you cover it with the mask?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it's a great year for cleft palate, am I right? Cover that baby up.
This bitch did not. Alex.
I mean, if there had to be a time in history, why not when you're not allowed to go out in public?
No, this is the year for it.
It's the year for it, right?
Listen, if you don't have a cleft, go get one this year. Because it's the year.
Yeah, 2020, man.
Joaquin Phoenix is 2020's sexiest man. Is it that true?
Frank, I like that you're while producing. I liked the idea.
Got it.
Oh, cleft palate. Okay. I did like the idea of Frank looking up the sexiest man of 2020 while we're doing our podcast just for his own knowledge.
I'm very curious to know who the sexiest man of 2020 is.
It's like, are we still making those lists? There's a pandemic happening.
That's so fucking inappropriate. It's so fucking inappropriate to make a list of the sexy. Oh, Michael B. Jordan, easy. Done.
Michael B. Jordan walked around his house sexier than anybody else walked around their house this year.
The way that I manifested Michael B. Jordan just a few days ago, I was like, you know what? I think that I could. Maybe I'm too confident.
Never. Go on.
Maybe I'm too confident, but I see Michael. You horny bitch. Where's your other hand? The way that I will look at like Michael B. Jordan's Instagram and in my head, Alex, legitimately think like I can pull them.
I think you could.
I think I could fuck Michael B. Jordan.
I think you could fuck most of the top celebrities. You could do it. I really do.
Most?
Like a lot. Like
on my face. This is a bigger smile than anyone ever telling me I'm funny, talented, skilled, that they like me as a person, that they think I'm a good human, that I should go to heaven. Me being able to fuck whoever I want is really the best compliment.
I think you could fuck like 90% of single A-listers.
Wow.
Like, why not?
Oh, no.
It's like they're out there fucking whoever they want to. You got to think that. So, like, say they go from like the fucking hottest models ever, right?
And they dwindle down to me.
You get bored of that, and you start looking for somebody who's like super hot, but also a personality, and they land on you.
Dude, eventually they go down the totem pole till they clunk right into my funny.
Clunk, 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 like one of those fucking...
Like a Plinko board? Plinko?
Yes.
The Plinko of pussy? Yeah. Plinko pussy. That's what I got.
And they fall right on your lap.
Hey. I'll take it.
No, yeah. I think you could fuck Michael B. Jordan.
I'm gonna fuck Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan, if
single?
You're listening.
Is he married?
Michael B. Jordan, if you're listening to this podcast, tweet at me if you want to fuck me back.
Michael B. Jordan, just DM me if you want to fuck Kim. I'll put in a good word.
Wouldn't it be really funny if Michael B. Jordan legitimately listened to this podcast? Like, why? But you know what I mean? Like, if I found out Michael B. Jordan listened to our podcast, it would just be funny to me. Like, I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, that's amazing. I would just think it was funny.
Honestly, if I found out Michael B. Jordan was listening to this podcast, I would try to have topics next week just for him. The show would just be catering to Michael B. Jordan. I don't know what to say. It's a whole different show now.
Although Michael has been linked with a number of women in recent months, he's still officially single. So he's just slanging that dick. And I bet he has a huge dick. You know who has a huge dick and who puts it on Instagram all the time and who looks like a nasty, dirty dog and I want to fuck him?
Oh.
The Game. Francis wrote The Game at the same time I said The Game.
Frank, how did you know that? Frank,
how did you know? There is this...
On the first episode, you girls had me record in studio. You had me look up pictures of The Game in his underwear.
Did I have you look up the park picture?
No.
Can you look up The Game finger sniff park?
How old is The Game?
Oh, yes, you did. I did look this up.
He's got fucking deja vu. How old is The Game?
I don't know, like 35.
Really?
40. Look at this series of pictures. Okay, next. Oh! He's disgusting, and I love him.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what just happened?
I don't know if getting fingered at the park is my thing.
Click on the one on the left with the whole series, please. Open that up for Alex. She needs to see it live and true.
I need the whole fucking comic book layout of this situation.
I saw this image like 4 years ago, and I was, Alex, I don't know what it is about it.
You've been wet ever since.
I've never been into anything more in my life.
I mean, I respect it.
Oh, she's 18 there?
I mean, listen, let's not worry about ages. Even.
Okay.
I'm more concerned with, like, I don't know, maybe I just can't let loose like that, but, like, if you're fingering me at the park, I'm waiting, I'm, like, trying to quietly ask you to stop fingering me at the park. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to make a scene about it, but I'm, like, shoving your hand away and being like, don't finger me at the park, motherfucker.
Right.
You know? But maybe that's just me, like,
No. I'm not trying to get fingered in a park, personally.
Especially that sunshine that was on them. It's like, save it for when the moon comes out. She likes to see that kind of thing.
But girl, that's the game.
that's just how the game goes.
That's how the game goes. That's probably what he says when they're like, I'm not really into this. I actually just got out of class and from high school.
What, you don't want to play the game?
You got to roll these dice. His dick looks so big in his underwear. Can we pull it up one more time just for old time's sake so Alex can see?
The game picking up women with game puns is
you like Monopoly?
Cringiest thing ever. Like, oh, I'm going to have you playing Sorry, girl.
Hello, Alex. Good morning. Hi. Like nice to meet you.
Hold on.
That is what I need and what I'm trying to manifest into my life.
You know when you go to the grocery store and you're looking for the organic cucumbers and you're like these cannot be organic. There's no cucumber that would ever grow this large in nature. He's got one of those.
Oh my God. It is.
Hold on, is that a prosthetic? That is the biggest penis. That is the biggest penis on God's green earth.
Yeah. Yes, it is. That's the game.
Bobby, can you please leave this image up for the rest of the podcast?
Bobby, can you? Oh my God. Is it like wet?
Yeah, no, it looks like he pre-came a little.
It looks like he got out of the shower and put on white underwear. It's like wet a little bit. Can we see just like a couple more? I mean, I know this is not good content for the podcast, but just personally,
I mean, if you give it another 5 minutes, we might be masturbating together on the pod. So
I wish
that's wild.
That is.
I'll say it right now. When a dude's wearing like gray sweatpants and you could kind of see his dick through it, and bitches on TikTok are like, "Look at that dick." It's never that impressive to me, a dick through the pants. But this is something different.
This is what I want.
This is
God, I've seen what you've done for others.
I was just going to mention God just now. I was going to start talking about God.
God. You hear me and Alex calling out to you.
Jesus.
Please give me a big fat cock like that I want regularly in my life, please.
But like that loves
me. I want a cock like that loves me.
You want a cock like that loves you. You want to ask specifics, because otherwise it's like...
Hold on. Let me say a prayer.
Be careful what you wish for, you know?
Dear God, I've seen what you've done for others. Please give me a big dick like the games with a body attached to it that is nice to me. It's please. He can't be annoying. He has to have nice teeth, good breath, good hygiene.
He has to think Kim is really, really funny.
He has to think I'm the funniest girl in the world and be literally obsessed with me. Please. And he has to be hot and dress nice. Please. Amen.
In the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit.
Give me that dick. Amen.
That was good. I feel refreshed and renewed from hearing prayer.
I hope it worked.
Me too. Let me know if it works. Send pictures.
I want a game dick.
How big do you think it is in inches?
9.5. I know that dick. I know that dick by heart. I know exactly what he's got. He's got a 9.5-inch dick.
Bobby, can you give me the tape measure?
What is it? Can you Google 9.5-inch dick and pull it up?
I was going to just get the tape measure and see like how much of my face it takes up.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think...
Could you stand up and put it from the bottom of your pussy to the top? I want to see how deep it would go in you.
Oh, you want to see how deep it would go? Yeah, I could do that. That I could do.
Please. Thank you. This is just for research personally for our podcast. Are they getting you a measuring tape for real?
Yeah, Bobby's grabbing a measuring tape if he can find it. Yeah, 9.5, I'm going to say would be too much for me, I think. On initial reaction, like it looks nice and you get excited about all the things you want to do to it, but then I think when it's time to fucking go at it, I think that my eyes are bigger than my stomach, you know?
I have the sluttiest thought in the world.
I think
about big dick.
My eyes are bigger than my pussy.
My eyes are bigger than my pussy.
Yeah, I think.
I think if never mind, I can't even say it.
I want to tell you the story because I was thinking about it in the shower this morning. The fact that when I was like 14 or 15, I thought about sucking dick for the first time and became like obsessed with the idea of sucking dick and like started imagining it and stuff. But the way that I was actively imagining this guy who I had met in an acting class who was the most flamboyantly gay guy. Like he was just so obviously gay. It was just the fact that like he was gay enough that even at like 14, 15 years old, like there was just no awkwardness in talking. And like we became friends in acting class really quickly because he was just like super chill. And the way that it made me have this massive crush on him because he was the only guy who'd ever spoken to me like a person, that I started imagining sucking his dick every day for like 4 months straight.
When you imagined it, he was like, yes, girl, suck it. Yes.
Yes, queen, you are good at this.
Yes, work, bitch. Work on them balls. Work.
Just literally today, I was just thinking about how for months of my life, I fantasized about sucking an obviously gay man's penis.
Well, haven't we all?
Have we all, though?
Yeah, we all. I think many of us have, like you're not alone in that. I think we've all been confused.
I think that having a crush on a gay dude as a chick is probably more common than you realize because they're so nice and chill and actually friends with you, which the other guys aren't.
Totally. And because so many straight dudes are gay too, and we don't know.
His name is Sergio, and the way I wanted to...
Never met a straight Sergio, first of all.
Never met a straight Sergio. The way I wanted to suck him dry. Bananas.
Suck Sergio dry. Oh, God. Oh, man. Did we give up on the measuring tape?
I think we don't have a measuring tape.
That's okay. Let's move on. We get it. It's a big dick.
We get it, but we're not getting it, you know?
Alex, I feel bad for already. I know you already spent so much time in an attic recently. And I know that this time you are not wearing a robe. But I do think that maybe we should head over to the attic soon.
You could do that. Also, I think I'm wearing a robe on next week's show.
I think you should absolutely wear a robe on the next week's show. Yeah. If you don't, I'm going to be upset. I'll wear a robe if you wear a robe. We should do themed outfits every week, first of all.
I mean, I was thinking we should just do robes.
I don't hate that.
All right. I'll see you next week in a robe.
We'll see you next week in a robe. Should we head over to, should we do the diary of Alex Frank?
I guess we should.
Francis, are you with us? Live from the attic.
There he is.
There he is in the flesh. Good haircut, Francis. I like it.
Thank you.
Clean. Nice little fade.
Trying to blend in with the invading army.
I see. So what do we got this week?
This week we have an entry from April 25th, 2008.
Oh, so you were
15 and I have no idea I don't remember this part of my life. Oh, the smirk on Frank's face that I saw for a quick second.
I'm just working around how to censor someone's full name here. I'm just going to make it up as I
Just
go.
give it a first name.
I think it takes away from the punch. Let's see how
Why
it
do
goes.
they all have punches? Why was I writing like this?
Okay, April 25th, 2008. I have been miserable for the past 2 weeks. My life absolutely sucks. Penelope Ann Smith is the most selfish, bitchy, manipulative, clingy, stupid, and gay piece of shit friend that I have ever had the misfortune to come in contact with.
Ouch.
The thing is that she's been like this all along, but I've only just realized it. Here's a list of what she does that bothers me. And here comes a list that is 3 pages long.
No way.
Makes me carry her book bag whenever I'm with her because she's just so fucking lazy.
Jesus, Alex, you're a bitch.
It's bad already.
Makes me take the long way on the bus ride home so that she won't be lonely, quote unquote.
Oh, okay. Ooh, now I'm heated. I do remember this now. Ooh, the way I would be like getting up to get my stuff to get off at my bus stop, and this girl would like hold on to my book bag until the fucking doors closed on the bus so that I would miss my stop.
How much longer was the longer walk?
It was like, it wasn't a walk. It was like staying on the bus for longer, and it took like 40 minutes to get back.
Oh, hell no.
It was, oh, and she also reached out to me last week because she was in town for Christmas and wanted to hang out. And in my mind, I was like, yeah, you know, I've been going through a bunch of like diary entries that don't paint you as the best person, and I don't think we're gonna hang.
Well, this is just number 2.
Makes me wait 1.5 hours after school so that I can take the bus home with her after orchestra, quote unquote, so she won't be lonely. Gets mad if I don't talk to her on the phone every second that we aren't together.
Wow.
I'm not allowed to sit with other friends at lunch.
Oh, you were in a abusive relationship.
I remember this too. I used to start to sit with the other girls at lunch, and the way after lunch, I'd go down to the locker room to like pack my stuff up, and she'd be down there like ready to fight with me because I sat with my other group of friends. It was crazy.
I'm never allowed to hang out with other friends unless she is there too. At sleepovers, I'm not allowed to go to sleep until she gets tired.
And I was always the sleepiest person at sleepovers. I was always the person who wanted to go to bed at like midnight. And I remember this bitch would keep me up until like 4 a.m. until I just hated her and myself and and the whole sleepover.
She makes me walk the long way to homeroom every morning, which makes me late for homeroom, but apparently that's okay as long as she doesn't have to walk like 1 flight of stairs alone. She makes me hang her jacket in my locker so that her locker isn't too cluttered, but mine always has 2 jackets.
No. This girl is a fucking monster. I love it.
She's a monster.
Whenever I say that I like a certain guy, she tells me that he's disgusting and that she'll never understand why I like boys.
Oh, this girl's obviously in love with you.
That was the situation, yeah.
Whenever I tell her I can't hang out with her, she tells me, dance or family, dance or family. It's always dance or family. She holds it against me like my life is inconveniencing her.
She's angry about like, this is crazy.
You having a hobby and spending time with your family?
Guys, check on your teenagers, okay? I never said anything about any of this to anybody but my diary.
That is crazy. This is a full-on abusive relationship.
It's so, I mean, the way that it reflects and mirrors like the last 10 years of my life with my ex is wildly
this
like,
is insane.
I should hand this to my therapist instead of Frank.
I always just want to be like, yeah, bitch, I do have dance or I do have to hang out with family today. It's because I like doing that more than being with you. She tells me that my taste in music and movies is shit. She tells me that my taste in boys is shit. She gives me no personal space at all. If I'm having a problem and I decide to confide in someone else, she takes it as a personal insult and she doesn't talk to me for weeks.
So I'd literally be going through something and like she'd be angry with me because I wasn't talking to her exclusively about it. It's like, wow, this is bad.
She is insisting today that I cancel my plans with the Malloy people so that I can hang out with her again and participate in her gay National Day of Science, which is a cause that I really don't give a shit about.
What is the National Day of Science, Bobby? What do you do on the National Day of
You remember?
No.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out. Yeah, go on.
Well, it's something gay, anyways.
Fucking gay.
That's all I can think of right now, but I'm sure that I can come up with many more things. So I bet my life that I'll wind up writing again really soon about whatever shit she tries to pull today.
Wow.
Yeah, she tried to hang out with me last week. I was like, it's Christmas week. I've got stuff going on.
She was like, what? Dance and family, dance and family, dance and family.
You, podcasting.
Career, boyfriend. Career, boyfriend. Career, boyfriend. Is there anything positive you'd like to do in your life besides have a healthy relationship and work on your career?
Gomez and Sutton. Gomez and Sutton.
Gomez and Sutton. Gomez and Sutton.
This all adds up and makes perfect sense to me. I am obviously extremely prone to manipulative tactics.
You are. You know what it is? You're very nice. I think there's very few times in my life that I've been manipulated because I am such a cunt. And you're just like so nice, and it happens with nice people all the time. Emily gets manipulated literally, I have to call her every day and be like, don't email that Nigerian prince back. Like, it's an issue. Like,
literally, I'm like, well, how is she going to get her bag to homeroom if I don't carry it for her? She's not going to carry it for herself, so there's nothing left to do. Like, what?
I would have fucking taken that bag and thrown it in the trash. That was the difference between me and you in middle school. She would have handed me her coat pick and locker. I would have put it in the trash and been like, don't ask me to hold your things.
The way that our bags were 900 pounds in high school, like, the idea of me, I feel like today with my own high school backpack, I couldn't make it up to the third floor of my high school.
Well, that's an issue on its own, is the backpacks in high school are entirely too heavy for high schoolers and middle schoolers. They were so thick. The amount of things in my backpack, it was like, my backpack was like this long off my back. And I was like so small.
I remember in like 8th grade when books started getting kind of heavy, I thought I was being smart, and I got myself one of those wheeling backpacks, and I got so brutally made fun of for it that the rest of my life I was always afraid to get a wheeling backpack.
Want to hear the worst part? When wheelie big backpacks became cool, I was always poor, like so fucking poor. I never had any of like the brand name stuff. So when wheelie backpacks became cool, I wanted one so bad, but they were expensive. And my mom got me a little crate with wheels and roped my backpack onto it. And that was my wheelie backpack. I literally had a DIY wheel backpack that I brought around school.
Oh no. Mommy ghetto rigged a wheelie backpack.
Yeah.
That's kind of sweet somehow. I don't know why. It's like the effort of just being like, well, my daughter wants to wheel her books. I got to figure out how to get her to do that.
Yeah.
It's all like,
and I got made fun of so much. You thought you got made fun of, bitch. I was carrying around, those dollies? It was like basically that with my backpack on it.
How long did this go for? It couldn't have been more than a week.
Not very long before I was like, I'll just carry the backpack.
Forget it. I have my shoulders. It's fine.
Right. Suddenly this backpack feels light. I don't know. Yeah,
damn, that's crazy. Okay, carrying her books up is crazy. Yeah, the locker thing, I also remember specifically that she'd keep all her shit in my locker and then she'd make fun of me for having such a dirty locker. And she'd be like, look, mine's all neat and organized. Fucking what?
Why wouldn't you ever be like, yeah, it's organized because your shit's in mine? You never said that?
No, I was like 15. I was just nice. Like, I just had like very few friends and was trying to like hang on to the one friend I had.
That's so sad.
It's pretty sad.
That is sad.
It's pretty sad.
Aw.
Thanks, Frank.
Well, that was fun. Shit. Well, Alex was abused and this was a good episode.
Both things are true.
I don't know what else to say. But this has been a fun hour, Alex.
I miss you.
I miss you so much.
Can we look up flights?
Yeah, let's get together soon for real.
Okay.
You guys, thank you so much for listening to another episode of Broad Topics. Francis says Happy New Year's to the fans and Happy New Year's to everyone. We hope you had a great holiday. Let's look forward to 2021. Let's put 2020 behind us. Let's all put out positive energy and love and positive thoughts and work on ourselves the best we can.
Agreed. Also, manifest those orgasms, like Kimmy
manifest
told you.
your O's, babies. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Kimberly Congdon, on Instagram and TikTok at Kim Congdon. Alex, where can they find you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at I am Alex Scar. But more importantly, head over to gasdigitalnetwork.com where you can sign up with promo code TOPIX, TOPIX. You're going to get a 14-day free trial with access to every single show on this network on demand, bonus content, live chats, everything you want, and more. Go do it.
Go do it right now.
Fuck yeah. I was just going to say Happy New Year, everybody. Be safe. Be happy.
We love you. Bye.
Bye.